Alright people, welcome back. It has been a little while, hasn't it? Well, I can explain, and I think for people who only watch the devlogs and aren't part of the group, the rest of the map is probably like a jump scare. I've done so much off-camera work. To think the last thing I posted was the sheriff's office, which is now the Lakeview Police Department building, and that was forever ago, and there's so much stuff that has changed and been updated. If you've been watching any of the dev streams, I have done actually a lot of RSU on dev streams, but I've mainly moved away from the live streaming because it's kind of a pain in the ass, and the YouTube live streaming stuff and my OBS do not cooperate. I guess my internet is just too bad for that, so I normally end up doing dev streams on Discord. So if you're ever interested in watching some dev streams, I do them on Discord, so you can come say hi and follow along as I build stuff. So I guess I should go over why I have been uploading, and it's literally just because I've been working on Rockhaven. The goal originally was to work on this without any like motivation to be quick about it and, you know, interact with the group and whatnot, but I mean, there wasn't much I could do to avoid that anyway, because, you know, there's a lot of things beyond just the fact that the group has quite a bit of hype around it, and like the community is very responsive and you know, were involved, I should say. It was kind of inevitable that would happen, but also just because there's a lot of stuff that, like a lot of administrative decisions that have to be made before I start building stuff, lest I have to, you know, like remake it, which I really don't want to have to do. So there's a bunch of stuff like that. So I mean, the departments are not running, obviously, and I don't want people to start hiring anybody, but like, you know, the community is up and about. So that's kind of the idea. But I mean, making the devlogs, it's just, I do, normally whenever I work on Rockhaven, I do like 1 or 2 projects back to back to back. So, yeah, I did this here, and then after that, I don't think I actually did that much more. But like earlier this morning, I was doing like administrative stuff for RSU with documents and programs and whatnot. So I did all of that, and then I moved on to this, and then the day before this, I actually recorded that, and I plan on turning it into a devlog. I did a couple interior things for some of the buildings in Lakeview, but it just doesn't leave me a lot of like time to do devlog, because, you know, the choice is record a devlog or keep working on Rockhaven, and most of the time the choice that I make is to keep working on Rockhaven. So that's kind of my explanation, which I do apologize for, but I'm trying to be more open with the game and the group and like what's going on with development, but I also don't want to, you know, be completely like, here's exactly what's happening and exactly what will happen and where we are. We've done these projects and everyone can go see the game. I'm still trying to be a little bit secretive of it. So, you know, like the devlogs, you do see basically the entire map, but it's short, so like you can't, it's hard to spot small details, which is kind of the point. It's just like a surface level overview, which is fine by me. Not to mention the fact that the Roblox Studio edition of the game looks so much different than the actual version of the game. I mean, I guess most people don't know this. Maybe you could have inferred it just from the way that it looks, but like the terrain colors and the tree colors and, you know, the seats that have bright yellow cylinders on them to point to, so you know which direction they're facing, and like the giant purple blocks and like all that kind of stuff, none of that stuff appears in game. I feel like that should be mostly obvious, but especially with the terrain colors and tree colors, all of the colors are not what they are in game. So, well, I guess other than snow and grass, No, not grass, just snow. Those colors, like, they change automatically. The server updates and it's like a whole new game. The lighting conditions are totally different, and you know, there's like ambient stuff, so it's like a completely different experience, which is why I'm okay with showing it on Studio. Whoops, what the fuck was that? So you won't get the you don't get the full experience, which will hopefully make the actual release of the game a little bit special. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. What am I working on right now? So right now I'm working on an apartment building in RSU. It's not dorms, it's privately owned apartments, but it's near RSU. So, you know, these are those apartments that are next to the college campus that college students live on, but isn't necessarily part of the college. It's that kind of stuff. Maybe it's owned by the college and they rent it out or whatever, but it's not dorms, basically. But that's what this is, and we'll build a little parking lot next to it. It may not be obvious already, but if you knew what the old RSU layout looked like, you would be able to tell that I have redone this layout quite a bit. So, the original layout was just really bad. Like, it was just bad. It was not good. It was too geometric and stuff. So now there's a lot more curves and a lot more unique spaces instead of just a bunch of pathways stuff. So it's a much better environment overall that I like a lot more, and it looks way, 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 way better. And the idea is now that we're just going to put in all of these other buildings to hopefully tie everything together and create just another section of Lakeview instead of, you know, this is RSU and RSU only, which is what it used to be. You know, like if you look at it from a top-down perspective, the entire northern half of Lakeview is just wearing this RSU-shaped hat, and it looked kind of funky. So it's all fixed now. It's much more well integrated with the rest of the city, which is good, especially because Lakeview does not stop here. For those not in the know, Lakeview does continue out further north into like more rural areas. You might end up seeing it at some point during this step. Well, I mean, actually, I'm sure you at least have seen it. I don't know if I don't know when I go over to it, if it's now or later, but it's basically like a rural retail area, and it's kind of the, you'll see what I mean if it shows up, that it's what that whole section looks like, or will look like. So it serves as a nice transition, and I still like that, you know, it's RSU and stuff, but, you know, it dawned on me that, like, oh, like, this campus is where all of the LEO students go, so it should probably look pretty good, instead of, you know, just filler buildings and nonsense. So that's what we're focusing on. These apartments will be ownable. That's why I put those stairs on the inside, because I wanted to make sure that this place was going to be furnishable at some point. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but obviously, eventually it will be. And so, the only thing left to put next to it is this parking lot, which will take, I guess, actually only a few minutes. But other than that, I mean, the snowy map is something that may come as a surprise. I did this early just because I have to manually paint over all of the grass. Unless I was just an idiot and didn't actually check. I'm pretty sure I already checked. There's no method in like the terrain API for Roblox to replace a certain terrain texture with another. I mean, maybe there's a plugin for it, but like there's nothing I can script it for, so I have to do it all by hand, which really sucks, but it is what it is. And then that, I mean, yeah, I just did that early because I knew it was going to take a little while. So, and it's not completely done yet. There's some parts of the map that are still grass, which I have to fix at some point. So, Lakeview is very close to being done. Downtown Lakeview is basically done. I have a list of everything I need to do there. It's mainly just like a park, a monument, and then like a building or two. I think just one. I don't even know what it is. There's probably I gotta fit like one building over there somewhere. And then other than that, like after that, it's just interior stuff. The rest of Lakeview is done at that point. So the goal is to have that stuff done I'm not making the same mistake I did last time, and, you know, moving on to the next city, which will be Tenora, by the way. I'm not gonna make that same mistake and move on until this stuff is literally completely done. I want 0 technical debt, all interiors, and, well, all the necessary interiors, and all of the minor details done. I just want it so I can just squared away, so I never have to touch it until I'm ready to expand. There we go, there's that little place I was talking about. But we're getting there. So I've been doing a bunch of interiors and stuff, and then also with the programming. If you want to see more about like the programming and some of the teaser stuff I did, you can join the Discord. I have some stuff there, not a lot, but a little bit. I think ELS and whatnot. And that is basically it. I mean, I don't know, there isn't much to update other than I've been working on it, you know? So, that's basically it. This campus will continue to grow. I'm gonna put a little retail building there, and then finish up the rest of these buildings, and then it'll feel nice and a whole again. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.